Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, coming to you on October 11th, 2024, with the daily word for men, and the word for today is approachable. O God in Zion, to you even silence is praise. You who answers prayer, all of humanity comes before you with their request. And that is from Psalm 65, 1 through 2. It says TPT. I'm not familiar with what that means. There is joy in knowing that there are zero restrictions to approaching God. Through Christ, He made it completely open for anyone to approach Him in any state of brokenness. This can be said confidently because any person approaching God has recognized they need Him. There is such great compassion for us in God. He loves His children and longs for us to come to Him with our requests. He is not overwhelmed by us. No father who loves his children gives him a stone when he asks for bread. God is better than we are. He gives good gifts. He is not the Santa of the skies. So we want to ask Him for things that make sense for His kingdom. But He is Santa in that He wants us to come to Him and sit with Him. And, I'm thinking of my father of 8 boys, 2 girls, and how he always had time for us. He always made each one of us feel special. Now, he worked in a rubber company in Providence, Rhode Island. It used to be called U.S. Rubber, and then it became Uniroyal. But what they made in Providence, well, when he was a kid, he was like 18, and the war started. But prior to that, he'd been making pontoons for the Lend-Lease program with Great Britain. And so he was working there, and when he went into service, he received all the time. He went in 1941 after the bombing at Pearl Harbor and stayed right to the end of the war. He fought in the Pacific, 43rd Infantry Division. They were combat engineers. And, sometimes you had to work a lot of hours. It was a good union job, but when you've got 10 kids, it can be a good union job and money's still tight. But he would come home. As I get older, I knew he was tired and I didn't want to bother him, but all the kids, they'd look out the window, he'd knock on the window, they'd run to the couch and look out the window and get all excited. You see some of that on some of these YouTube videos with the dad coming home, and he'd catch him and they'd all jump on him on the couch. And sometimes while he was waiting for supper, he'd fall asleep on the couch. And my youngest brothers and sisters, Kevin, Sharon, and Brian, would climb right up on his back and fall asleep with him. So he always had time for his kids. Always, always, always. And he was a good image of how God is. It says, where can you find quiet and sit with God? Well, of course, there's always home. But I make sure no phones. I do have a landline, show you how old I am. I don't like cell phones at all. They're useful, but I don't like them. I lived, let's see, till I got a real good cell phone was 2013. So I lived 63 years without cell phones. I always thought, the message can wait for me at home. I don't have to, know it. And that's how I still feel now. I don't have to know everything that is going on in the world. It's a distraction. I'd rather sit and read or watch a good program on television, or my favorite, I like old-time radio, and sit on the porch, have a cup of coffee, and listen to old-time radio. So no cell phones, no TV, no radio, just me and God. And that works out pretty good. Also, I'm someone, well, I don't like ever to be late. Ever. It causes me more anxiety by being late. So I always get to church early, and I make a list of things I want to read to help get me in the mood for my prayers, and I do that and I pray, and I kind of tune out all the activity of people coming in. You know, sometimes I'll be bento reading. One of my friends will pat me on the back, and most of them, though, I've stopped that when they see me bow down, and I don't mean, you know, a really big bowing down. I mean just bowed and reading either a prayer book or a Bible. They kind of leave me alone. Know that I'm in a quiet time. And since I moved to Florida, sitting in the backyard, especially in the wintertime when it's warm, but there aren't so many bugs. And when the sun is not directly on me, when it's moved to the other side of the house and I have a nice shady spot. So in the middle of my prayers, I'm not thinking, boy, is it hot. I have that distraction when I'm talking to God. So those are kind of how I approach it. And I'm pretty regular at it, particularly at night when I pray and I do an examination of conscience. That I do every night. I want to improve myself in the sense that I don't want to keep making the same mistakes which seem to dog me all the time, losing my temper and things like that. So, it is Friday here in Homosassa, and hopefully, I'm taping this early. I'm taping this on the 7th. The storm has gone and is beyond Florida. It's going to jump go from the west side to the east side. I hope it doesn't hit as a Category 5. So say prayers for us as we recover from this terrible, terrible storm. You know, and the one 2 weeks ago, the one that left all the stuff out on, the streets that they haven't been able to clear up because there aren't available trucks. So many people have damaged stuff that it's difficult to pick it up. So God bless and keep us in your prayers. I'll pray for you.